Hello, welcome back to this channel. What are we talking about today?
In this video, we're going to talk about reasoning why we personally invest. Why do we want to get out of a job, 9 to 5? Why do we want to get out of the
Work for someone else.
rat race, whatever it is that you want to call that, the employee mentality. So, what's your reason?
The reason at first didn't want to work for someone.
Yeah. At what age did you decide to
It was
have
like
that?
early 20s actually, mid-20s, early 20s. Been reading all these investment books. You should do your investment and not work for someone. But my parents been telling me, if you work for someone, you won't make it. You'll just go paycheck to paycheck. You're not going to make it big. If you find something that you passion and then generate monies from there, then you'll become successful and you have more time.
So that's the reason why you invest, right?
Yeah.
You invest in the condition.
Yeah. My parents actually first told me, and
that was at early 20s.
yes.
So
it
if
was
you
in my
were
20s.
given a message to anyone in their 20s, let's say finish university,
I would say not finish. It's the earlier you try, the better.
so the
Because
earlier you...
It is just like kids, they're learning ski, because all kids learning something. They fall, they keep going. For us, when we
They've got
fall,
less fear.
they do.
The fear
And
factor is less.
yeah. And when we fall, we just scared. It's the fear that is the most scary thing.
My reasoning why I invest is because I honestly don't like a job.
No, you can't. You can't.
I can't.
The thing is, not everyone is suitable for a job, right? Not
Yeah,
everyone.
There's a few factors here. For example, in a job, you limit yourself of your income. Let's say if you earn $10 an hour and you have 8 hours a day. 8 hours your work. So technically, you're only earning $80 on that day.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have multiple stream of income, let's say one income from property give you $10 an hour, and then let's say another business give you $10 an hour, and then another one. So let's say if you have 3 or 4 different businesses, that would give you $40 an hour instead of just one times $10 an hour. So the more I guess
Stream of income.
Yeah, the stream of income. There's no limit of
how much you can make.
yeah. The only limit is actually what the market tells you. So that's my reasoning. My reasoning is that's the reason why I invest. I invest to get 1, more quality time. 2, I don't like working at a job. 3, multiple stream of income. So there's no limit.
Well, I think at first, I didn't want to work for someone because I love to travel. I just want to travel everywhere. But once we have family and I have kids, I just want to spend as much time as I can with them, because they're so little for this short period of time when they go to school. Sometimes thinking our son is going to kindy next year. He's going to kindy next year, so he start going to play with his friends, not us.
Yeah, they don't want to know you. So we're going to be the embarrassing parents.
No.
No.
But anyway, now is the reason want to make it happen is because we want to spend more time with them.
Before it was the money.
Yeah.
Before it was the money, but what does money can do to you? You see all these things like traveling, have a fancy car, go to these
nice
exotic
restaurant.
places, go to this all of this lavish lifestyle. But now, since we have kids, our priority and our reasoning is like, well, I want to spend quality time with them, and having multiple stream of income can provide that for us in a sense. So
and now we actually have more time. 1, we can spend more time with them, and 2, we can have more time to explore. Is there any other side hustle or adventure we can do?
So in the beginning, we had, let's say, property. We having an income from that. Because we were having enough income from that, you don't work anymore. So you have it leverage you in a sense of, okay, then so now I have extra time. What do you do with that time?
I
So-
watch Netflix. No, but today actually I watched a Netflix documentary. It's about billionaire. It was a good documentary.
So it was for educational purposes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't watch other stuff. And so it means it's billionaire, and when you are labor working, so you only use your time, like what you mentioned, use
Yeah.
your time to generate income. So for labor worker, you use your energy
time.
and time to do it. So from $100 to $110, you need a lot more energy, or may not be working because you have the limit. And then for billionaire, from a $100 million to generate into 110 million, 100 million to 110 million dollar,
Yeah,
it is
10%.
going to happen because they have different source of income. The money just keep growing.
Yeah. So that's yeah.
Yeah, see, when you have that's just snowball effect. When you have more, it just keep growing. And if you know what you're doing,
But how do you get there? How do you get there in the first place?
you use labor.
Let's do
Use
that
labor
as
work.
another video. But at the moment, we're just talking about why do we want it? Now, my reasoning beforehand it was just that. Okay, hey, I want the fancy car. I want to travel. That's my reasoning, and I'm sure a lot of people probably have the same
Yeah.
thing. You know, I want to quit my job. That was, I guess, one of my reasoning. But as soon as you get there, it's like, okay, then what's next? So when you get there, it's like,
I'm not
okay.
there yet.
well, you don't have a job.
I don't.
In a sense, and you create an extra stream of income.
Yes.
So it's just never ending. You keep on trying to test it. You keep on trying to invest it on other things. If properties like you might be a bit boring or it might be a little bit slow, you might require a lot of capital. Then we try different side hustles.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because if you stay in a 9 to 5, you just exhausted. I remember I used to be so tired every day coming home. Sometimes I have to wake up really early, started at 7 and came home like 6. Just
Yeah.
lay in the couch and sleep.
Yeah, you just watch
Yeah.
TV between
Yeah.
6 to 9, 10 o'clock, and then after you go to sleep, and then you do the same thing routine
Yeah,
again.
feel like
same
the
thing.
life is just for the company, not for myself.
Yeah.
I only have the weekend.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
And then
oh
yeah.
yeah, weekend sometimes I have to travel. Yeah.
if you're lucky, you get a weekend.
Yeah.
But, but for us now, it's like, okay, then I'd rather spend quality time more with my family.
Yeah.
We do a lot of frugal stuff.
Yeah.
We try to cut expenses as much as we can. That's the fundamental anyway. So for our fundamental is like, okay, spend less, earn more. Don't buy a lot of stuff like
Just
unnecessary stuff.
reinvest your income.
Yeah,
or
reinvest our
your-
income or whatever money that we have to try something on the side. Small business, side hustles.
Yeah.
So far I learned we're doing side hustle on eBay, and that was only started in about 3 or 4 months, and I am
Amazed.
amazed
Yeah.
how much you can actually earn from eBay.
Yeah.
And the sky's the limit. There's other people out there who is buying it from different marketplace
Yes.
to
Facebook
create
Marketplace.
to create an extra income for it. So
Yeah, just buy and add some value or flip, or just simply just buy it if they know the product. They bought it really cheap and just resell it from to another platform.
yeah, so
I did it.
Yeah, this week was probably one of the biggest highlights. It's like I don't know. I found it a lot more interesting because you keep on challenging yourself. Yeah. Whereas in a job, you're monotonous. You have to do a certain task, certain way, this way. Yeah. There's a problem, a solution, and you're in this puzzle of making the solution. Let's say if you're in a customer service, I mean, you're only gonna know about customer service. You don't know accounting. You don't know. What else? Product development or something like that. You know what I mean?
But now we have to know everything ourselves.
Whereas in a
Because
small,
just
in a small
us.
business, it's
Yeah.
like, okay, then you just have to learn and you tweak as you go. You can't blame anyone else.
Yourself.
Yeah. So it's sort of good and bad in a way. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's like the reasoning why. Why do you want extra money? Why do you want to invest? That's
I think the first thing you have to ask you why. What motivates you to wake up every day?
yeah.
To
I mean,
do
if
it.
you don't like your job, let's say,
Yeah.
then
The thing is not simply just quit it and find another one,
yeah.
because it won't just change.
Well,
Because
quitting.
for another year
yeah.
or two, you get used to it again, and then you will start.
That's the thing.
Don't like your job again.
I was about to mention that, like quitting from one job and finding another job even if it's in a different industry, it doesn't make sense. Like, okay, then you quit because you hate XYZ, or you don't like whatever it is, and then you go to another shiny area. You like it in the beginning. You invested so much about it. You're talking a lot of positive things about it.
Yeah.
But then after a number of years, you're probably gonna feel the same way. I did that for a few times.
Yeah. When you're young, always like that.
You didn't do that.
Yeah, I did
Did
it. I
Okay,
did
good
it
job.
2 times.
Right,
2
yeah,
times
so
only.
2 times. So I
Because
did more than
no,
that.
the thing is, at the end, I know. Okay, if I find another job, that the cycle begins again.
Yeah.
And I'm comfortable here already, unless there's another pay job giving me double. If it's less than double, what's the point?
So,
It has to be double. But I didn't get it.
and
I didn't look for any.
like,
I
you
did not
didn't
look
look
for
at any,
any.
exactly.
No.
So, but going back to this is like the reasoning why. Why do we invest?
Yeah.
Like, that was the idea of this video. Like, my investment to spend quality time to be able to be there with my kids. Like, your why would be a bit different than mine. That was the reasoning why we started. Well, I started investing anyway.
Yeah.
So,
I just
especially
want to
right now.
retire earlier at that time.
Well, define retire early. I think we work a lot more now.
But I don't feel like working.
The job that we do now, it
Yeah.
doesn't feel like we're
No,
working.
don't feel like I
Even though we probably spend like
A
I
lot
don't
more
know a
time.
lot more hours on it.
Because we self-employed and whatever income it is ours.
Yeah, but are you a lot more fulfilled? Like, do you feel a lot more happier?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no report. There's
No
no
KPI.
KPI. Well, your income is your KPI.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no meetings.
No meetings.
Well, sometimes I call you. That's the closest meeting that we have.
Yeah.
What else is there? The freedom, waking up without an alarm.
Oh. Yeah.
Except the kids. Okay, kids alarm. Kids alarm is different than your phone alarm or your alarm clock. Yeah.
I don't know, I just feel a bit more passionate. Because I always
Passionate in what way?
passionate about doing it compared to job. Sometimes I don't want to go do work.
And it's
I
hard.
want to chuck a ziki.
Don't get me wrong. This is I'd say it's a lot more challenging. You take a lot more work.
And at the beginning is the hardest. I think everything at the beginning
Yeah.
is hardest. When you get used to it, it was so much work and so little result at the first few months.
Yeah, in the first few months of, I guess, opening up, like, this is just talking about eBay side hustle, let's say, opening up a store. The
energy and time that we spent on, it was
huge.
Lot.
Like
We
Saturday,
worked to 12.
Sunday, 12,
12 a.m. in the morning.
So, like, at least 6 to 7 hours a day with no result, with no sales, with no income coming
Or maybe
in,
made
and not
a loss.
expecting any money coming in. But we just keep on doing it every day for like about at least 3 months.
I don't know, we're still kind of doing it.
We're still doing it at this stage.
We're not as long hours,
Yeah, but now it's like at least about 3 hours a day,
maybe.
3 or 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
So I'll say if I were to do this all over again for any newbies out there, let's say that don't have the capacity of like us, where you can actually do it during the day.
Yeah.
Like if I was still in my 9 to 5 job, let's say, I would do this side hustle at night. At least
1 hour, just
minimum
just put a
one
little
to
bit
2
energy.
hours a day.
Otherwise, the next day going to work is tiring.
I feel like if I don't do something for the business, I feel like I
You're not
haven't
growing.
accomplished my day. You know, there's a lot of things that I do, but if I don't do something on, let's say, on eBay, if I don't post listing, for example, and then if it's on the property side, if I don't contact my client, and then for you, like, if you don't create your statement or something,
Become
So-
a job.
yeah. Don't get me wrong, there's ups and downs. Some days on our business, like let's say on the eBay one, we don't get any sale. Couple of days, like nearly a week at one stage,
Yeah, I think so.
nearly a week we didn't get a sale. I'm like,
Oh,
what's
we're
going
doing it
on? Are we
right.
doing it wrong? How come nobody's buying from rush up.
But that's business, right?
Yeah, business up and down, and plus we're still learning. We're still new. We've only been 3 months in, 4 months.
Maybe 4.
4 months in.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, about 4 months in at the time that this is recorded. So, but it's a lot of fun involved.
Yeah, but it's the fulfillment that you achieve something that you think and you believe you can do it, and once you've done it, is amazing, huh? And it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, the process of it. So, but yeah, your why will be different than us, but this is the reason why we invest. This is the reason why we have a business or
Why
have
we
a
try
side
so
hustle.
hard? Why we
so
trying
hard.
to avoid 9 to 5?
Yeah, and for those of you guys who is thinking of making that transition of like, by all means subscribe. Which we will try a lot more other avenue of side hustles, but until maybe if this one's collapse or something like that, or we give you guys as much information as we can as we go along throughout our journey. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, guys.
See ya next time.
Peace.